Hello, before this video starts, I just want to tell you guys quickly that in Texas right now it's snowing. Yeah, there's literally snow at my house in Dallas, Texas, which is crazy. So that's why I haven't really been posting that much. It's been getting really cold. I had a snow day off. It's not really snow, it's just more ice, but still technically counts kind of as snow day, so that's why I got time for this video. The game I'll be playing is Robot Rumble 2. It's a imitation of a real life sport called Robot Combat, where these remote control driven robots are put in a gladiator style arena, and they are fighting to the death to see who is the winner. The winner of the entire tournament wins the prize. I have a ton of robots here ready to fight in a tournament. This is not the newer versions of Robot Rumble. This season I had to do it in an older version of Robot Rumble, which is Robot Rumble, the first ever version of Bleeding Edge build, which was made 1 or 2 years ago. But the more recent one, I'm going to make a robot for that, and that's going to be next season, which will probably take a year for me to make, because I still cannot figure out how to do it. But I'll learn. Anyway, let's start the video. Robots, robots, robots. We think about them every day. So I bet one day you wondered what would happen if we threw them in a gladiator arena, seeing who was the winner. Other competitions have done this, but there's only one issue with them. They did not include the robots I made. In this video game, we'll see all sorts of crazy robots. Spinners, axes, flippers, flamethrowers, and even gigantic 2,000 kilo mad pieces that will be able to destroy all sorts of robots. Anyway, let the fight begin. Season 1, let it begin now. Hello and welcome to Let the Fight Begin Season 1. Today we're in the workshop with our first robot, CS92. It's a crafty robot with a ton of crazy stuff that it can throw into the ring. Its biggest issue, however, is the little annoying fact that it's a smaller, weaker robot that trips over easily. Its biggest strength, though, is that it can use any weapon that it allows with the weapon it currently has. So, what CS92 is using for this fight, instead of a vertical spinner, it's using its plow design, which will be very interesting to see against the other robot, the mighty Pharaoh. This plow design is a flipping device too. They've also added a nice little tail at the back to make sure it doesn't bounce backward, and yeah, it will just bounce backward, really. That's what happens when these types of robots don't have a tail at the back. As you can see from its telemetry, we can see a lot of the motors are doing well. The weapon has a ton of force to it, surprisingly, for such a small robot. So anyway, let's go to the other robot, Pharaoh. And here's Pharaoh. He's a classic. He has a powerful drum spinner with LED lights for some reason. Yeah, when I first started playing this game and I made Pharaoh, these were the lights. The biggest issue with him is he's an old robot and has difficulty self-riding. The best thing about him is this cool spider on the back and his telemetry. With his very powerful vertical spinner, you can already see how many joules he has. He has 15,000 joules. Now that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Biggest issues, he's an older robot, and trust me, in the ring, his wheels won't fall off. Sometimes these older robots glitch out in the test box. So just so you know that. Okay, so we're gonna go into battle. So I'll see you in the arena. Now it's time for our announcer, Ron, the dinosaur. Why is he so prehistoric? This is a robot fighting league. Okay, here we have Ron the dinosaur. He can't talk. He's a dinosaur. So we're just going to say Pharaoh versus CS92. 3, 2, 1, let the fight begin. Also, Ron is our judge. It will be judging on control, damage, aggression, and strategy. And a little extra point is style. Even though style really doesn't matter. Style only appeals when the robots are basically tied. Also, Ron has all of our other jobs, like crew, all that stuff, because we ran out of money too quickly, and we're on a bad budget, as you can clearly see with the graphics. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, let the fight begin. Okay, we are immediately seeing CS. Oh, what was he doing there? He's just powering the flipper. Oh, and Pharaoh with the damage. Pharaoh on the tires. Oh, man. CS with no control anymore. Oh, and he's out of the arena. Well, that was a pretty good battle, I'd have to say. Pharaoh, many good blows on CS92. Oh, gosh. That was great. That was just so good. Oh. Anyway, let's get to the next battle. So, we're back in the workshop with Caldera. This is a powerful vertical spinner. It's quick too. It has a self-riding arm. And the weapon does some serious damage at a whopping 26,000 joules. Now that's good. Especially when it's spun up. Man, these weapons. Caldera is at the peak of vertical spinners. He's one of the highest ranking robots in the entire game. Man, this robot is probably one of my best robots. Even though technically I didn't build it. My dad did. He built a couple of these. So thank you to him for building a couple. Anyway, let's get on to support. Now we're in with support. Support was meant to be this kind of simpler designed robot for my short series of races, which was short-lived reasons they were kind of boring. Support has gone through a couple of changes. It's a fast push robot. It is, just like a lot of these earlier fights, is between a couple robots who are maybe a bit outdated. Let me just quickly make this one a bit bigger, because technically all these robots are allowed to be whatever however many pounds, so I just wanted it to look bigger so it was cooler. Yeah. So anyway, there we have support. Yeah, so let's go. Now we have the fight. In the red square we have support. In the blue square we have a giant red terror known as Caldera. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, let the fight begin. Support has that wedge, but Caldera definitely has the bigger, more powerful weapon. Oh, was that fight maybe a bit unfair? Well, I'm sorry, support, but I think Caldera just absolutely destroyed you. Yeah. Anyway, though, guys, that is going to be in the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this game and this episode. Part 2 is coming out against your will. And there's going to be even more fights. In the next one, we'll see Senior Robots clash with the giant evil cheese grater, and we'll see Scullion take out all of his anger on poor Tractor Beam. Anyway, we'll see you next episode, and I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, do all that. I don't care, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, and have a great day.